Hi, my name is Gareth Brown from Rich Games for Learning. I'm going to show you a letter puzzle game. It's called Word Square, and it's a bit like a find a word, but they create the find a word as they play the game, which you'll see what I mean. It's suitable for students who are learning to spell around about 4 to 5 letter words, but it can be adapted for older students as well. Okay, to play this game, you want to start with a 5x5 grid. I've just drawn my own here or ruled it up. You can use grid paper or anything you'd like. You can also use a 4x4 grid, and anything bigger than a 5x5 grid you can use, but the bigger they are, the more difficult it's going to be for players to create words. But a 5x5 grid is good. Players take it in turns by putting a letter anywhere in the grid. And the aim of the game is to try and form words by putting in the final letter to create a word. So red's going to start with a B just here. Blue's going to write a T up the top corner. Now red's just written an A, and blue has noticed that if they put a G here, then they can spell the word B-A-G for bag. So blue can give themselves 1 point. As players put more letters in the grid, then they'll start to notice different letter combinations that they can add to where they're going to create a word. And they can create a word in any direction, so they can go vertically, horizontally, or diagonally, and they can go backwards as well. So blue can add an N here to make the word thing. So they get a point. And red can add an E here to make the word real. And here, red can add an A to make the word bear. And because they've added the A there, blue has noticed there's the R, A, they can add the N to make the word ran. So that's a point for red and a point for blue. You can also now see that even though blue got a point from using G-O for go, red can now add a T here, because there's an A there, to make the word goat and get a point. So even though those two letters have already been used in a word, because red created a different word, they still get a point for it. This would also be a great game to play with a teacher playing against the whole class. So the whole class could be sitting there looking at all the letter combinations, trying to think of words that they could spell. Now the game finishes when all the spaces have been used up by letters. And if you'd like to change the game a little bit, you could change the point system and maybe give players points on the number of letters. So if they spell a 5-letter word like thing, then they get 5 points, etc. And if they'd like to, when they finish, students can give the game to maybe one of their friends and see if their friend can find all the words that they created. Well, if you liked that game, then please play it with your class. And can you also like my Facebook page? I'll put the like button just below this video. Thank you.